Do you feel your anxiety or OCD is just too big for you to even try to battle? We're going to talk all about it. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels. I'm a child therapist. I make videos for kids with anxiety or OCD. And today I want to talk to you about feeling overwhelmed, feeling defeated, feeling like you just don't have it in you to beat the stuff that you're struggling with. Do you feel that way sometimes? You are not alone. I think anybody who's been struggling with anxiety or OCD, whether they're kids, teenagers, or adults, we all have moments where we feel like just throwing in the towel, just giving up, just being like, you know what? Fine, you win. Take over my life. Make me avoid everything. Make me do things that don't make sense. Boss me around. I will live my life for you because I just don't have the energy to beat you. Do you feel that way sometimes? I know I have. With my social anxiety, I have felt that way many times in my life where I'm like, you know what? It's okay to not talk to people. I don't people well. I'm just an introvert. I'm just going to live my life through my house. And once I actually started to take some small steps in the right direction, I realized that I was lying to myself. That really it's not easier to just give up, because when we give up, our anxiety or OCD doesn't give up. And so it gets louder and bigger. And even if we think there is no way it can get any bigger than it already is, it can, and it does. So instead of looking at the whole pie and saying, oh my gosh, I have to do this entire thing, right? Here's the end goal. And let's just pretend it's stairs and you have to climb this huge mountain or these huge stairs to get to the top. And at the top is your freedom. Your freedom to think what you want, when you want it, to not be bossed around, to not have to do things to make you feel better, to not have to avoid things to make you feel better. The top is just pure you. You being able to laugh with your friends, you being able to go out with your friends, you being able to enjoy your family. Just think the things that you want to think and not have your worries bossing you around. That would be nice, right? But you don't have to think about the top, because you might think that's impossible, Natasha. I can't even imagine what life would be like with that. And you don't have to, because all you have to look at is your next step. Where are you going to put your hands when you're climbing that mountain? Where is your foot going to go? Have you ever rock climbed? I do. Well, I don't, but I have, and I'm not good at it. And the only thing you focus on is your next grip, right? Where is my next move? Where can I put my hand? I don't want to look all the way at the top because, I'm afraid of heights, so I'm going to get overwhelmed really easily. But all I want to focus on is the next place to put my hand. And then I want to know where's the next place to put my feet. And then I'm going to lift myself up and I'm going to do it over and over and over again. And beating anxiety and OCD is much like rock climbing, although probably a little bit more interesting because I don't like rock climbing, probably because of my fear of heights, which I should probably do more rock climbing. But you just want to look at your first step. So if you're afraid of something, you don't have to do the thing that you're afraid of right away. But could you do one small baby step that's closer than you did the day before? If you're afraid of talking to people, could you sit next to people? And then the next day or the next week, maybe you can ask for a pencil. Or the next week, the next day, you can raise your hand. It doesn't have to be in one go. If you're afraid of germs, maybe you touch something really tiny. It's going to be different for each one of you because all of you have different issues and all of you are at different places with your fears. And so you just want to move in a small little incremental way towards feeling slightly uncomfortable. The cool thing is, and I've seen this in my practice over and over and over again, I've seen it in my home with my children and I've seen it with myself, is the more you do these baby steps, before you know it, you are at the top of that mountain or you are at the top of the rock wall, to use my analogy, and you don't know how you even got there because you were only focusing on what was right in front of you. So I'm asking you, what can you do today? What can you do today that is saying no to your fears, saying no to anxiety or OCD, making it wait, or not delaying it, or not avoiding it? Just one tiny thing that says, you know what? I'm a person too, and I don't like you bossing me around. I don't like you telling me all these thoughts. It's rude, it's annoying, it's obnoxious, right? Get annoyed with it. And you can say, I'm going to take a little bit of power back. And it doesn't have to be big power because it adds up over time. So think about what that can be. And when you wake up the next day, don't beat yourself up. if you have anxiety thoughts, or if you have rules that you have to follow, or if you're avoiding stuff, you're not going to be perfect. It's not going to happen overnight. But you just ask yourself the next day, is there one little thing I can do today that says, hey, I'm in charge. For this moment, I'm in charge. And go one moment from one moment, and one day to one day, 1 week to 1 week. And before you know it, over time, when you do this, when you take these little tiny steps, you're going to look up and you're going to be like, whoa, I've made some big progress. Because anxiety and OCD don't quit. And so even if you do, it's right there ready to take full control, and you deserve a better life than that. So I hope that you find the sparkle in everything you do. I hope you find one tiny step to take today, and I'll talk to you again next Thursday. Take care.